Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariana with heavenlylamps.com and I make and sell homemade candles. Today we're going to be making some wax crumbles. If you're interested in learning how, then please keep on watching. For this project, you're going to need a couple of items. I have here in my hands a 18-ounce jar from the Wooden Wick, some cocoa cashmere from Midwest, some botanicals, a plastic tray that I got from Dollar Tree, some sort of scraper, 2 beakers, and your digital scale. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out 30 grams of my cocoa butter cashmere fragrance oil. Now, this is a disclaimer. I am making this video, or I'm making these crumbles for the first time on camera. I've never done this. I've never done it off camera. I just watched a lot of videos and I said to myself, I think I have a technique that may work. So I wanted to give it a go, see if it worked, and show you guys how I did that. So what are wax crumbles? Well, it's wax that you literally crumble up in place of your traditional square wax melts. So I personally am not a fan of this project. You won't see this on my website, nor will I ever make this again. I'm just doing this for the first time for you guys that are interested, so that you can learn how to do it if you want. So the first technique that I did was to pour out the wax at its normal temperature of 180, so 170, 180. I'm using TW30, by the way. A lot of recipes out there call for paraffin, like to combine it so that the wax can get hard. You don't need to do that. Just get yourself some tart wax and use that instead. So what I did was I poured the wax at its hot temperature, so I poured this wax at 170-ish. And as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm smoothing it out as it's starting to solidify. I think that the best method for this would be, see, look what's going to happen. This is still hot. It's at like 180. So as I'm pouring it right on top of this wax, it's melting the one that's already starting to solidify. So my advice would be, like, if I had to tweak the recipe or give you a better explanation of how to do this, I would pour a lot cooler, because the idea is that you want to crumble the wax. I don't really want to handle the wax too much, making it, mushy and all of that. I don't want to handle it too much. So I want to make sure that I create some sort of sheet on my dish there, on my square plastic, whatever's that I'm using, my tray. And I want to create some type of a thin layer, and I want it to get solidified where it's not soft, where you can feel that it's getting hard. And then that's the stage that you want to start crumbling. A lot of the videos that I've watched, the girls start to crumble the wax right away at a very soft state. See, right now I'm showing you on the spoon that it's still soft. You can still, smush it with your finger. You can still spread it, but you can see that it's starting to solidify. So now you're seeing that it's taking shape and things of that nature. So this is not ready yet to start crumbling. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape it, and I'm just going to start getting it ready, because if I leave it, I felt like if I left it like flat on a sheet like that, it would get hard and it would be more difficult for me to start crumbling this wax. You can color this wax if you choose to. So what I would do is I would warm up mount my TW30 to about 160, 170, because this project is gonna change the way that you do your wax, the way that you create it. Here I'm showing that I'm changing my mind, and I'm not going to use that big 18 ounce. Instead, I decided that I wanted to use the 10-ounce jar. But this project is not, like, I don't want you to do this recipe the way that you would a normal, like, 6-cavity wax melt. It's not the same thing. It's totally different, especially like with the fragrance oils and things of that nature. You're going to do this totally different. The measurements that I used here were 750 mLs of wax, which is equivalent to 25 ounces of wax. And then I used 30 grams of fragrance oil. Like I winged it, so there was no rhyme or reason to this. I just kind of winged it and did it my own way. Um, like I said, this is not my thing. I'm not a wax crumble type of girl. This is not my style, but I just wanted to show you. But you'll want to leave the wax like this, the way that I'm showing you. So look how quickly, as soon as I pour it a lot cooler, it starts to solidify. And another thing, you'll want to have a fan. So that's what I did. I went and I grabbed the fan and I put the fan right next to the wax so that it can start getting, cooled off a lot faster, because it was taking forever. So on the left side, it's still a little soft, and then on the right side, the one that I poured a little cooler, it started to solidify a lot faster. So, so if you want to get your crumbles, at a quick state where you can start not handling it too much, because you don't want to really start mixing it when it's super soft. The reason why you saw me do that in the beginning is because I added my fragrance oil. So I did my fragrance oil in 15-gram increments. So 15 grams for the first half of the wax, and then the other 15 for the other half. So you play with this. However, there's no specific recipe to this. This doesn't have a particular recipe of how to put the fragrance oil and when to do it and none of that. There isn't in reality, because it's crumbles. You're crumbling it all up. So that's what I did. I poured my 500 mLs into one dish, and then the other 250 into the right dish. And then to that I added 15 grams and then 15 grams for a total of 30. So here I'm showing you that the wax is still at a soft state. So I was able to still mush it with my hands, but it's starting to solidify. So as it starts to solidify, go ahead and grab a scraper, grab a credit card, grab a ruler, something plastic, a spoon even. You don't need to buy one of those, scrapers like they use for painting or for, fixing a wall or anything like that. Just grab what you have. That's what I did. And then just start, breaking up the wax to the size that you like it to be. I like to work with the wax as it's starting to solidify. Like I said, I don't want to work with it when it's too soft, because it just starts to mush everything up. And the consistency that you're looking for is something that's loose and flaky almost, rocky, if you will. Like I said earlier, you can color this as well. So if you want to color the wax and you don't want it all white, then you want to do it while the wax is still hot and not in that really cool state. So if once the wax is maybe at like 160, 170, something like that, go ahead and add the drops of your dye, and then go ahead and stir it in, and then you could just continue the same process that you're seeing in the video. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty quick. I was able to fill up a couple of jars. I'm gonna keep this for myself because, like I said, I really don't like it. I'm not a fan of this. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it, and I just wanted to do something different. So I got my florals, and I'm just going to add them right on top of the crumbles right there, so that way it could look pretty. And you use this the same way that you would use your wax melt. You get a little bit of crumbles, you get a scoop, and then you scoop a little bit into your warmer, and then it melts, and then that's it. And then as far as the botanicals are concerned, they'll float right into the melted wax. And then if you want to clean it up, then you just, let the wax cool off from the warmer. Like you turn it off and you let it cool off. And then when it's safe to touch, you just grab a paper towel and you just wipe it right off. And that's it. So this is, what my wax crumble looks like. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope I explained it the best way that I could. This is the end result. I think they came out pretty. It came out nice for my first try on camera with you guys. So it was easy just like that. And make sure that you have gloves. I ended up running out of gloves, so you'll see me later on without the gloves, and I kind of just didn't like the way it felt on my hands. So, but you'll see how it fits really nice and pretty into the transparent glass. I personally, if I was gonna sell this, I personally wouldn't sell it in glass. I would probably sell it in those like those craft Ziploc bags with the windows. That looks really pretty like that. You smack a nice label right on it with instructions and whatnot. But this is just for demonstration purposes to show you guys what it looks like, and I think it came up pretty nice. It's crumbled up exactly how I want it. Again, you could crumble this as big or as small as you want. You could continue to break it up with your, with your scraper or with a knife, or, however you wish. But this is the end result. I decided to put the wooden lid that I had from the 18 ounce jar right on this apothecary jar that's 10 ounces, and it fit really nice. It smells good too. It's pretty strong. And that's it. This is what that looks like. Like I said, I've seen this on different, Facebook groups. Some people share how they made it, and some people don't. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna share. So see how big they are? They, different sizes. You could break that up even smaller if you want. You could leave it like that. I put it in different dishes or different vessels to show you guys, how it looks. At this point, I was taking pictures. I was having fun with it. So after I finished making it, I started having fun. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you've tried this tutorial, if you've made wax crumbles before, or if you're gonna give it a go. Now I'm just gonna place into this 18 ounce jar. Again, I got that jar from the wooden wick. This one right here, that the pink one that I have, is from 1617. I actually won a giveaway about a year ago, that Erica from Memory Box Candle Co., that she held a giveaway when she hit 50,000 subscribers. And I was the second place winner, so that's the vessel that I won. But yeah, that's from the 1617. I don't know what it's called. I apologize. But yeah, so I'm just placing the crumbles into this 18 ounce jar with the wooden lid that I got from the wooden wick as well. So they have really pretty jars at the wooden wick, so check it out. Or Makesy, I'm sorry, they changed the name. But I just wanted to show you different ways to package it. Like I said, I did a total of 750 mLs. So I measured it with those larger beakers that hold 250 mLs. So I poured it 3 times, and it gave me a total of 750 mLs, which is equivalent to 25 ounces, and then plus 30 grams of oil. So like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. You just go ahead and follow the steps in this tutorial and have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, follow me over on Instagram at Heaven and Limes. Check out my website at heavenandlimes.com. I launched my Mind, Body, and Soul collection, and it's doing really well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until the next one, thank you for watching. Peace.